The starting lineup for the Grizzlies at the small.
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. What's better than NBA basketball on a Saturday night? We're here to bring you the action. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. A look at Indiana's starting group. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. TJ McConnell is out there with Andrew Nembhard. And it's Huff in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Memphis, we've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Santi Aldama out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Wells in at the 3 slot. Well, Grant, I hope you're as fired up for this one as I am. Some of the league's most exciting talent on the floor.
Oh, my, man. I am most definitely up for this one. With the athleticism on both sides, there's going to be no shortage of highlights.
And it's the Pacers to start out. High post Siakam working on Aldama. Siakam, that's good.
Driving in, Siakam can be such a menace for the defense. Hard to get in the way of his physicality.
McConnell against Morant. On the wing, Caldwell-Pope. Just 5 on the clock. Unloads from 13. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, this is what you love seeing. Jackson Jr. using that size advantage on the offensive glass.
McConnell with it. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And he's able to get it back. Kept alive. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. Morant surveying the floor. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Here's first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Grizzlies, Ja Morant. 1 shot.
The free throw drops for Morant. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Grizzlies up 3. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. Some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. Andrew Nembhard is out there with Shepard. Then it's Toppin. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's Walker in at the 5. Here's Jackson. Pacers with a rebound.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Jerome following the bucket by the Pacers. Jackson down low. He's covered by Mathurin. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's gotten his first basket of the night.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
17 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Shepard. 5 to shoot. With the drive. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Memphis ahead. They lead by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
We It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. In the first period, their biggest lead was a slim 3 points. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost. And that should...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. We've got Jaren Jackson, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope out there with Ja Morant. Then there's Santi Aldama, and it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jackson for 3. Indiana with a rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Nesmith. Takes it inside. There's the block. Morant against Siakam. Outside Nesmith. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again.
Making his presence known with that spot. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Morant. Drives to the hoop. And then Morant with the dunk.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Here's Siakam. The layup off target. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Memphis ahead. They're up by 5. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Mathurin at the 2 with Nesmith at the 3. Then there's T.J. McConnell. Then it's Obi Toppin. And it's Huff in at the center position. Here's Nesmith. It's tipped. And they go to the intentional foul. Shepard, he's checked in for Nesmith.
Personal foul. First team foul. Pacers substitution. Shepard.
And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant drawing the double team. For 3, Caldwell-Pope drops in the 3.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're behind by 8. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
I mean, they're still battling, but this one is just about official.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Mathurin finds McConnell. Here's Huff. Back to Mathurin. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
And Mathurin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
T.J. McConnell. First personal foul. Second team.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
John Morant.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game.
You know John Morant, such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
Time called here. The Pacers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 8. There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth. And now a moment to present the New Balance player of the game, Jaren Jackson.
Defensively, they were not prepared for his inside game. They were not able to deny him the ball, and once he got it, he was so quick and able to get to work. Just a masterful performance in the paint tonight.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. And that's an intentional foul.
Third team foul.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. There's 18 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Siakam for 3. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
And this is why the team relies on Siakam. In the big moments, you can trust him with the shot.
Memphis calls timeout. They lead by 4. 12 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
Now into the lineup for your Grizzlies, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5.
John Morant.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
Outside Neesmith takes a 3. The offensive rebound from deep three-point land. And so the Grizzlies take the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day,